Fower's Games' new title is something I think you should all hear about. Burgle Bros 2, Casino Capers. This is for 1 to 4 players ages 10 and up, and should take about 45 to 75 minutes. Welcome back to the escapades of the Burgle Bros. This time the team is trying to take down a string of casinos during the day. They will have to dress up, or dress down, to go unnoticed in the crowds at the casinos. Security here is even tighter. Bouncers chase down any suspicious commotions. Gear. Players now have a kit of unique tools that can be used during any player's turn. Whole new level of coordinated plays. New rooms. Pool, blackjack, buffet, dance floor. Casino rooms are a new mix of effects that will keep you on your toes. Chips. These are placed on rooms for additional one-time effects. Hunt mode, full tilt, angry overtime. Finales. Now opening the safe is the big twist. What will the team have to do to make it out with a car? Doors. Now locked doors are in your way, temporarily. The team can crack doors easily. The real question is, should you leave them open? Wow, I can feel this description from the designers, almost punctuated with this sort of sharp retro jazz kind of style, right? It definitely brings and evokes forth the entire emotion and setting that it's trying to do. All right, now, the first Burgle Bros game was a sleeper hit of Kickstarter, and it took a lot of the gamers by surprise, and it earned a fabulous name for itself, and quickly became hard to get. It's available again now, so if you haven't, pick it up. If you want more information on that, go check our gaming radar on the first Burgle Bros game. But this is a standalone. And it has been long awaited. And I personally, even though I haven't even played the first one yet, and the first one is still on my wish list, am highly excited that this has been made and is available. So, I mean, they do these change up, right? The blurb there that I was reading to you talks about some of it. So the idea that each of the characters, each of the players in the game are going to be able to have something unique about each of their characters, something that really makes them stand out as the specialists they are in their field, giving them abilities for the team. And I think that's the real big kick here, is not just for them, but for the team. I'm loving that fact. And also, it also said that about the bouncers. So I was reading about that is if you take your time, if you're too slow, if you're waiting around too much, then it's gonna trigger the bouncers becoming suspicious. So that amps it up from the first game, from these sort of wandering or set security officers, to now an actual hunt. If you're not careful, they will be hunting you down. That adds a nice little cat and mouse tactic to the game that really I'm very excited about it. Can you tell? Now, it's said that the safe isn't really the end. Not like in the first game, right? Where that was kind of like the goal. You get the safe or safes or loot or whatever, and that was the goal. But here, now, it's like, okay, you reached your goal, you acquired it, you're technically in possession of it, but now you got to leave with it. Okay, you think that's not too hard with a bag of money, but what if it's a grand piano? Or like the description said, a car? That's going to prove a little bit more difficult getting out and avoiding security cameras, security stuff, and the security teams themselves. They're going to be hunting you and that car or grand piano or whatever down. Now, the last thing I want to mention that I saw about this is completely has to do with component. That the tray to this game that everything sits inside the box, the tray can open up and has little leg stands on it. So this version of the game comes with 2 play mats, and they're double-sided, by the way. So if you have the first Burgle Bros, the double side of the playmat for this is actually good for that game. But the standing up tray that unfolds allows you to have 2 levels up at the same time. And just visually, that looked so amazing. That was great. I think it goes beyond, something that's just, a little visual thing for the game, a little quirk for the game or whatever. It goes beyond that. And I think for this particular game, I think it means a lot. And I think visually it's going to stand out, not just because it's literally standing up, but because it makes sense for the game. So now, whether you have played the first Burgle Bros or not, like myself, this is a standalone. This game is worth checking out. It's going to be fun. Get this game, play a solo game or two, and you're gonna understand everything about the game in no time, and you're going to be able to bring it to family and friends to play, and you're going to have a great time. Just think of Sneakers or Ocean's 11 or a movie along those lines, and that's what this is going to feel like for you. And it captures that in this box. Apparently, from everything I've read, just like the first game, it captures it amazingly. A lot of the descriptions I've read from people that have played both tend to like this one a little bit more. That possibly the sequel is better than the original. So from Fower's Games, go check out Burgle Bros 2: Casino Capers.